Alright, this might be better. I forgot that I turned off the subscriber thing. Not subscription, but subscriber. A little bit different. Gotta really talk about it because other Twitch is gonna be like, hey, what are you doing with other people? So, yeah. But how is everyone doing today? Let's see here. I see Spatula, Chris, Zara. Why is everyone so blue? Phantom, Quan, Zipper, Viren. What's up? I have returned. I am still very tired though. I don't know what's up in my sleep schedule, but I keep sleeping till quite late. So, it's quite something. Also, hey the heck, what's up? So, Woot is something that has been, that I haven't seen in a very long time. This was like back in the days with RuneScape, where anyone who would level up or something like that would say Woot as some kind of a celebratory kind of thing. But yeah, Talon, thank you so very much for the sub. I really appreciate it. Welcome in. How are things? Now, I'm not entirely sure what we would be playing today, if we're gonna be playing the game at all. Chances of Helldivers are quite high. Also, Hidden Moxiro. Thank you so very much for the, thank you so very much for, the sub though. I really appreciate it. 6 months indeed. Half a year. How does it feel? Also, for some reason, the tits throwing thing is being stupid. I don't know why. So allow me to double check on some files here. I'm just gonna be checking here. Because maybe there might have been an update. Could have been an update, we'll see. But, for some reason, it doesn't really do the things automatically anymore. I can still do it manually, at least with that works. So.
Why do you come here?
Why does one come indeed? That is a very good question. Why? Yeah. Hey to Marcus, what's up? But do, like all of you, take care of yourself first and foremost, alright? And take good care of yourself. Hey, do that for me and treat yourself to something nice. Also, hey to Dragon Blades, what's up? I'm currently slowly but surely eating some more lovely donut these, so they're really nice though. By the way, Marcus, have you seen the hue and form of Serpentius yet? There was like a clip on YouTube that was recommended to me, and it was Serpentius, like it was telling his story, right? And why did it remind me of you though? Like without the glasses, it kind of reminded me of you. Let's say to Dance, hey to Marana, what's up? Just woke up, yeah, me too actually. Like about 20 minutes ago I woke up, so yeah. Lizana Garfield, what's up? How do things be? Oh yeah, it's so adorable though. I'm thinking, look, it's Marcus. Wait, Dragonblade's Norma? Is it now Norma Reaper? You're Norma now. Fucking Normas. But I can't do the high pitch Ree. I don't have the high pitch voice. Oh, I'm sure that there will be enough fan art of it anyway. And I mean actual fan art, not NCW stuff. But that too, but people will definitely make some art of it. But alright, let's see here. Now we could just vibe for a bit. Like actual vibe. Also, well, let's see. Hit it right and hit it weird then. What's up?
Nice.
But yeah, for now, like, I don't know, like, I don't mind vibing, just talking with you guys or play something. Depends on what you guys would like to see or do, but this is the shitty part about one waking up so late, but also when I want to play games, it's usually is for quite a while, and you know, I have only about 2 hours left of stream, so there's not really it really depends. It really depends on what you guys would like to see. In the meantime, actually gonna see here. I mean, we will definitely have our games the moment that Saturday passes, or the moment that it is Saturday. So the moment that it is Saturday, you guys might want to check out something. It's gonna be something fun, I suppose. By the way, just something that maybe I could show, like concerning a artwork that I posted, or actually a couple now. So let me show you this a little. Maybe I'm gonna start with the first one that I posted and show the comparing thing with it, like in sequence. And then maybe this one as well. Where is the thing? There we go. And then we also have this one. Wait, where's the pose that I'm looking for? There was another pose that I had here. But for some reason, it isn't exactly showing up right now. Just checking on some stuff here. I mean, I could find it, but in any case, I'm just gonna open it here, like this one, and then this one goes here. Maybe should zoom in for that one. Like this. Okay, hang on. I'm just trying to find the references for the poses here. And hopefully... Okay, so that one, now there's maybe one more that I need to get. Which is going to be somewhat of a spoiler for... Of course, Saturday. It's, well, is it... Kinda yes and no. Trying to see here... Cause I did, like, where the hell... Where is this piece that I'm looking for? Should the... Something here, somewhere... Thing is, I don't really know who's going to be the bartender. Also Ninja's leaving work and I'm gonna have to start working a bit. And I need to do packages, so fuck my life. But, let me show you guys something. So let's see here if it wants to show up. There we go. See, so we have this artwork here. I should have posted this one already as far as I know. Yeah, I think I have. And this is from Kitty Raccoon. And yeah, it's something that I really remember from Metroid Zero Mission in this particular pose.
Extra thick!
Don't let your kids watch it.
So, yeah, this one in particular was a pose that I really wanted to get done because, like with the model, like as fun as details are, with the design and things like that, and Kitty Raccoon did a very good job on that. And it is referencing this pose right here from Metroid Zero Mission. So I wanted them to do like a similar thing to this. And this is one of the endings that you can get when you play Metroid Zero Mission. It's one of the rewards that you get. So yeah, I figured, well, what about like we can make somewhat of a similar pose to this? As for this one, so yeah, this is the first version of the mod. Well, the first version, what we came up with first before we pushed this model forward to the other artists that I've worked with. So yeah, it's really fun. So the pose that is referencing here is from Metroid Fusion, actually. Which is also one of the endings that you can get if you have enough items that you can collect, basically, and then you get this ending, basically. It's one of the rewards, like in the art gallery thing that you will then unlock and be able to see. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I can do this. We can have this pose as like the starting pose. So yeah. I mean, doesn't Hollow Knight or Silksong have that? It's not really different endings. Like the ending is the same. It's just the reward that you get at the end. It's like an artwork thingy, right? So it's like the ending art is going to be different, but the ending, like the story-wise, is exactly the same. So don't worry about that. Like, depending on how much you have completed in terms of collected items, because there's items scattered all across the thing, like hidden areas and things and whatever. The higher your percentage, the cooler artworks that you get, basically. Then this one right here is actually a reference to two Metroid games here as well, which would be Metroid Zero Mission. It's a pose in Metroid Zero Mission that you get. And Also, the armor instead is an armor piece that you guys will see, and primarily see quite a lot actually, in one of our Metroid playthroughs of specifically Metroid Prime 2. You will see this armor a lot, so this is what we will be working with. But yeah, the pose is specifically here from Zero Mission. So this is what I sent to the artist as like, hey, can you draw it like this? Like, okay, and then, you know, they did that. Not exactly a mech suit though, very different. And the armor piece would be this one. This is something that you guys will see quite a lot in Prime 2, so we will get to that once we have played the two other Metroid games first. As in, I think AM2R is currently winning to be the first game that we play, and then Fusion, and now we swap over to the Prime games because the Prime games have to go last because of Prime 4 releasing in December. And then, of course, we have this piece here. I will post another piece that was visible during the trailer thing, which is also a reference to a Metroid Fusion kind of thing. But I will post that whenever I post the official artwork for everyone to see and to enjoy. But this one is the one that we posted today. And at first, I wanted to have this pose done. And the funny part is in the original thing, this is referencing Metroid Zero Mission, where Samus is like chilling in a bar basically, and the bartender was just like somewhat of an alien creature thingy that is doing it. But I first sent this to Apollonio, who worked on this, and as he was drawing, I was like, hang on a second, why didn't I think of this sooner? What is it still possible to change the alien-like creature into an acolyte instead? Because I initially didn't think that. I was like, yeah, we'll just have a random alien thing doing the bartending thing. Then I was like, wouldn't it be kind of cuter if we made it the acolyte instead? So yeah, it was then this that we came up with, and then we finally have an artwork of the acolyte, not in a chibi form. But the pose that is referencing here is this one right here. So I was like, how about we make something out of this? And then that is what they came up with this here thing. It's like, cool, yeah, I can work with this. And then we have the little spoiler thingy. It's not exactly spoiler, it's just that you will see something in this pose in particular. Because this was like an artwork that I've seen from a while ago. And I think it was from one of Alpharad's things, like when he was playing Smash Bros, something like that. And I was like, I know this pose, I could use this pose for something. So you will see something similar to this on Saturday. But yeah, sadly enough, we need to go to work in a matter of hours, and it's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be a long day. It's also a bit busier than usual because of the issue that we have in the sense of one of our colleagues being sick, and we only have 3 colleagues, or we are only with 3 in our team. So if one colleague is gone, that's a lot of work for us that we still have to do. But not that we have to complete everything by the end of the day, but it's still visibly a lot busier. So yeah.
Money!
Hello, ugly fish. What's up? How are things? Also, I'm just checking out like some kind of an indie fighter game here that kind of looks a bit derpy. Well, the animation looks satisfying though. But yeah. And how do things be? I'm currently still slowly but surely waking up, so it always takes a while with me. Well, if the lady doesn't know how to read, then yeah, maybe they I don't know, explain in very simple terms.
What's up, June?
Loader Auto, what's up? And welcome back, Ninja. But yeah, for now, I don't really have anything planned to be playing, so... I'm also thinking... Like, we will do some occasional time splitters gaming as well, just like as a little showcase and preparation for Time Splitters Rewind, and I hope that that will go smoothly. Also, as far as I know, I don't think that they're gonna release it on Steam. Is it gonna be from a site in particular? Yeah, I see here like a question from the Time Splitters thing. How will you release the game when it is ready? We will be releasing the game on an appropriate location, likely a DRM-free site, though this also may be subject to change in the future. It's gotta be with some kind of an installer at least, or some kind of a client-like thing, something, you know? So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, it's gonna be on some kind of a site. It's just not gonna be as discoverable like it would be on Steam, for example, but hopefully people will be able to find it. At least the Time Splitters community will find it, so... Also, hey, to Kanoa, what's up? I'm doing okay, though. Talked about a new game. Yeah, Time Splitters Rewind is a game that I've been looking forward to because I have been a very big fan of Time Splitters Future Perfect in particular, because it is, in my opinion, one of the best community games that you could have because of the amount of game modes and characters and just how much replayability that the game has. It's also not some kind of a sway, like, shooter game where you need to do flips and shit and need to have the right gear and this and that. It's basically just you hop in the game and you have fun. And Time Splitters Rewind is a fan-made thing. It's a fan-made project that finally, after a decade, is about to be released sometime towards the end of November, I think the 23rd. And it is going to be something that I am really looking forward to play with all of you and just have a lot of fun with it. And I do hope that the developers will be able to sustain the huge traffic that might come from this, that the servers don't explode, for example, that it's going to be easy for people to join in with one another, and hopefully that will go just fine. It's going to be quite something. I'm really looking forward to it, and I just hope that at least for 2025, at least one game that I'm looking forward to is going to be doing great. Because Path of Exile 2 is a shit show, Killing Floor 3 is a shit show, which were two games that I also said, like, hey, they're gonna be really cool. So at least here with Time Splitters Rewind, from at least the things that I have seen, it looks really good. But from, Path of Exile 2, which completely is like, oh, you guys enjoyed the things of Path of Exile 1? Too bad. So yeah, they changed it into a Dark Souls game, and then Killing Floor 3 is basically a hero shooter, not a Killing Floor game. So yeah. Yeah, K3 has to be a disaster. Like, it is an absolute disaster, though. Yeah, honestly, if you want to enjoy Path of Exile for what it is, play Path of Exile 1, do not bother with Path of Exile 2. Like, I was hoping with Path of Exile 2 that it would continue the story, which is something that I was really interested in. But, yeah. The game is like, oh, you have struggle or you're struggling killing regular mobs. Like in Act 1, it's just like, oh yeah, you're just, it's like a regular Path of Exile 1 experience. And then you get to Act 2, and it's like, I literally had more issues killing the mobs in Act 2 than I had with the final boss of Act 1. That I'm thinking, where's the balancing in this fucking game? So yeah, I'm not gonna bother with Path of Exile 2. Path of Exile 1 is a lot more chill in my opinion. Like, it really allows you to play the game at your own pace, where Path of Exile 2 is, if you don't dodge this if you don't dodge these bajillion moves that are being tossed at you, you're just gonna die. Whereas Path of Exile 1, you will still oftentimes get one shot, but at least you kill so many more things before you get one shot. Whereas with Path of Exile 2, you are stuck for so long, though. And you cannot kill, like, things like as quickly as you would need to, because otherwise you just get swarmed, and then you get stun locked, and then you die. So yeah, it's a pity, though. It really is a pity. But yeah, like, I'm gonna be happy that Vindictus is gonna be releasing, as in the new one. Because with Vindictus, like, even though it looks way more like a, even though Vindictus looks way more like a Souls-like game, Path of Exile 2 plays like one way more. It's like, oh, you get hit once, you die. Where Vindictus, it's like, you get hit once, at least you don't die instantly. But yeah, that's indeed, like, that's a stupid thing that I hate about Souls-like games, and why I don't want to play them is because it looks boring as hell. I know that people are gonna be like, oh, Tabby, how dare you say that about Souls-like games? Okay. See, the thing is, I don't like playing games where it's like you have to be, like, spamming dodge over and over again just to get, like, 1 or 2 hits in. Not to mention, like, how silly does it look like? You just keep rolling over and over again, and it's like, just how silly does it look? Just to be rolling all over the place and just not really fighting. Like, how stupid is that? Just fucking fight. Stop rolling, it doesn't do shit. Just fight, it doesn't look cool if you just keep rolling. So boring. I just want to fight. I just want to fight the boss. I don't want to, like, keep rolling over and over again. At least make the dodge look cool. Like, if the dodge looked cool, then sure. But it's always just rolling, and I'm thinking, why? Just like some kind of a dash thing is way cooler. Something that makes the, like, something of a dodge move that doesn't interrupt the flow of combat. Like, why? Why is that the standard now of just doing rolls that is equal to a fucking dodge thing? It's like, no, just let me dodge. Like, dude, honestly, if you, and this is something, again, that I will always say, like, Other M, as much as the story sucks and it makes no sense, the combat there is really good, because there you have to dodge a lot, because otherwise you just get, like, fucked over a lot, right? But when you dodge there in Other M, it looks cool, and you get a bonus out of it by, like, that you can shoot things while you're dodging. Which is like, why was a game as shit as Other M, like, why were they able to make dodging look cool in a shit game where people think that a good game, quote unquote good game, like the Dark Souls series, is like, oh yeah, let's just spam dodge and just be as clunky and as slow and as sloggy as possible. And I'm thinking, Other M made dodging cool. How the fuck is a shit game, like, looking cooler than what you guys are all about in fighting bosses? What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, a dodge mechanic in any game is fine, right? But it has to be beneficial to the flow of game, like to the flow of the game, because, like, compare this to Vindictus, for example. Yeah, with Vindictus, you can dodge, but you can still attack way quicker. You can attack way quicker, and certain characters work differently when they dodge, because, and indeed, there are indeed things that you can do. You can either, dodge, and with, I was gonna say Apple, but that's the name of my character. Delia. With Delia, so the big sword lady that I was playing as, you can dodge and then do, like, a dash stab move that you go, like, behind your target, stuff like that. Really cool, so you can do, like, flip over and, like, not really flip, but more like position yourself, like, in so many ways. Kara just powers through if you time your attacks correctly, which is cool. And then Fiona has a shield, in which case that you can block and counter or dodge. So those are 3 different options to fight the boss. And then who else did we have? Did we have only 3? We had 4. Yeah, Lon, but nobody plays Lon. The dual sword guy, who is all about mobility, which like he has dodges and dashes that make it look cool to fight, right? So at least it doesn't interrupt the flow of the game. Whereas with Dark Souls, you always have to wait until the boss does something, which is so stupid. I just want to fight the boss. Like, why do I have to wait until the enemy has to do something before I will do something? Whereas with Vindictus, you can decide when you attack and when you block. And when you see the attack, you just block and it doesn't interrupt the flow of combat whatsoever. In fact, it looks cooler. Like, dodging and blocking in Vindictus is actually cool because it doesn't interrupt the flow of combat. And you still dodge and you still block. The Dark Souls is like, okay, the boss did a move, okay, slash, and then dodge for like a minute and then wait again until the boss makes a move because otherwise you will die. And then do that same shit over and over again. You just have to wait so long. It's so stupid. Actually, for those that don't know what Vindictus is, because I feel like people are like, what the fuck is a Vindictus? I will show you what Vindictus is and actually show you gameplay of like the first boss fight. And that's usually how most of the boss fights go in that game, which is cool, right? Like, you can fight bosses in like that way. Of course, every boss has different attack patterns and this and that, but the flow of combat never gets interrupted, and that's good. I do like the cutscenes though. They're really nice. Like, they're really nice to see like the characters more alive.
The wall! He's not like the others. Be careful!
See how the flow of combat is not like, you know, roll, 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 dodge, roll, dodge, stab, roll 10 times again, stab, and then over and over again. It's like, no, you can stay on the boss constantly, which is fun because it makes like a cool back and forth as you can time your things correctly. In this case, when you counter with Delia, you can have like a heavy hit in. And then, you know, it's very rewarding. It feels very satisfying as well. And again, this was the first time me fighting this boss, so like after that I did fight this boss like a couple times more, and it was a lot easier because I was like trying to figure out the pattern, and that's why at some point in this video I was just like trying to figure out like, okay, what are his moves? Does he have a move that I don't know of? And I was therefore like waiting on certain moves, and it's like, okay, chill, so I can just straight up just go like toe to toe with his boss and just fight him straight on without needing to dodge roll 10 million times. But yeah, the game at the moment is like that was a demo thing, like an alpha. So I hope that they will release it sometime soon. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you're in that area in the nocturnal sector, which is really fun, right? The nocturnal sector is where you'll find the frosty X parasites, and considering that you're actually in fusion, let's explain the story. In fusion, you are basically part Metroid because you get infused with a bit of Metroid DNA, and the biggest weakness of Metroids is cold, so frosty stuff. Therefore, those frosty X parasites, yeah, they will fuck you over. It's kind of funny how Riska or slash Zatanna. Why? Which name do you listen to actually? I'm talking to you. Like she's a very vocal cat when you talk to her. Oh, by the way, for those that don't know, actually, I'm going to show you something what Chonker was struggling with. Was it earlier to, no, yesterday? The uh-oh moments when Chonker got the, when Chonker got the super missiles, and I said, uh-oh, and then he got jumped by something. Chonker really enjoyed fighting the boss, apparently. Well, Makshiro's basically showing a quick little something on a boss that Chonker was struggling with. And at the moment, Chonker is currently traversing a nocturnal sector, a dark sector where there are things that really, really hurt like a truck. At least for the time being. Hey Grunts, what's up? Happy Thursday indeed. It would be nice if I didn't need to, I didn't need to go to work. In a sense of, I would just want to have my extended weekend, right? That is just gonna suck because I I have my extended weekend, but I need to do packages today because my colleague is sick, and normally I would just be chilling, just doing the letters, and that's gonna be chill, but no, I have to do packages today. Just chilling took my brother? What? My two nieces and sister-in-law to... Oh, okay, like I was thinking, like, chilling took your brother? It's like, oops. But you are chilling. Took my brother, my two nieces and sister-in-law to dinner last night. That's nice. What did you get for food, though? As for Evil Samus, a correction, actually, it's the SAX, which is just an abbreviation of Samus X, being a X parasite that cloned Samus, basically. Also, to give you a little bit of a explanation of what the SAX actually is, so the X parasite, or the SAX in this case, is actually a fully powered Samus, and that's why you cannot fight them head on. You literally can't damage it. So that's why there's no way for you to fight them. A Burger Knight, that's nice. That sounds nice. But yeah, it's a fully powered Samus from the time of, like, right after Super Metroid, basically. Because the vaccine that you got in the beginning of Fusion is actually a remnant of the baby, of the baby is that, no. Let's see. I'm also just gonna open this a little. Currently working the Volbeat gig. Volbeat? Isn't that... I've heard of Volbeat. That's nice. Beta Pyre, what's up? But for me, like, I haven't really had burgers. I'm gonna eat some leftover pizza that I had yesterday, so yeah. As for Metroid again, so at the end of Super Metroid, or the beginning of Fusion, you basically go to a planet that we will be visiting in AM2R, right? It is something like after Super Metroid where the baby explodes, or it's actually happening in Super Metroid. The baby explodes and there are Metroid remnants all over your suit, and you get infused with Metroid DNA, basically. So they were able to turn that into a vaccine. They injected that DNA in you in order to save you, because in the beginning of Fusion, you actually almost died. And this is actually a fan-made game where it suggests that Samus actually died, and that the Samus that you're playing as is one of the clones. But that's not canon. It's a fan-made thing. It's a very interesting concept, though. It's really cool. This thing is called, what is it, like Super Fusion or something like that? Metroid Fusion fan game. What's it called? Super something. Like, it's really cool. It's a really cool concept, but it's not a thing. Not an official thing. Is it Metroid X Fusion? Is that it? Yeah, there we go. Super Metroid X Fusion. Like, it's a fan-made game, fully fledged, but like, I don't really like how the sounds are in Super Metroid, because it just sounds like farts in space. I don't know, I just don't like the sound design of it. That's why I didn't really bother with Super Metroid. I know Super Metroid, I've tried playing it, but yeah, I don't really like the sounds of it. But no, it's a nice fan-made game, though. It's basically a mix of Super Metroid and Fusion. So yeah, that's why this thing is really interesting. Let's see here. Yeah, like, it's a thing where what is like a fan thing of nah, it's a very interesting take. Lodolunta, what's up? We're currently vibing. But yeah, Super Metroid X Fusion. If it didn't sound weird, I might play it, but yeah, it is a little bit too Super Metroid-like. And I can understand why people, like, really enjoy Super Metroid. But again, like this here, though, it's a very cool fan-made game. But I just really don't like the sound design of Super Metroid. I guess references from both Fusion and to Fusion and Super Metroid. But yeah, I prefer Fusion because again the sound design is way better in my opinion. Plus also like there are actual more visual effects and feedback of you actually landing stuff. Whereas with Super Metroid, you just see like for example, you fire a missile, you just see it fly towards the enemy, then the thing just disappears, right? So the missile just disappears. There's no explosion or something. It's just like it kind of functions just like a beam, right? Like even with the beams, you at least have somewhat of an impact when you play it on Fusion. Whereas with Super Metroid, you just see the beam, and when it touches the enemy, it just disappears. There's no visual feedback whatsoever, and I don't know. It just feels weird. Oh, right, you died to, the thing. You died to, wait, to that boss, really? That's like the easiest boss in the game. Although, maybe second easiest. The actual easiest boss is the high jump one, so... I mean, if anything, if you do beat that boss chunker, you'll have you have something very nice to yourself. I see that Chunker's really having a lot of fun. There we go, Shankar. You beat a very chill boss, though. How does it feel? You're gonna have a lot of fun now. Try saying hello to those frosty things now. So, yeah, not only do the frosty things not hurt you anymore, neither will hot temperature things hit as hard anymore. So you can freely traverse, like, the space station without any issues in terms of, extreme temperatures. So it'll be fine to go a bit all over the place. You will be going to a frosty place entirely next, so that is going to be the next sector for you. And, Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fun with that. Not only that, also you take less damage, right? It's like somewhat of a percentage, so it's extra armor. You won't die as quickly, things won't hit as hard, but you still have to, like, well, not get hit still. By the way, does anyone else want to work in my stead? As in specifically for today, so just fly over to Belgium and then you can do my work. You can do it. I believe in you. Hello there, Evan. What's up? How do things be? That would be the second. We have another Evan, to which I kind of refer to him as Ebon, so you can't be Ebon the second. Welcome in. Do you guys want to listen to the songs that I have to listen to at least 3 to maybe sometimes 4 times a day? Would you guys like to hear some songs? Actually, I can't. I just remembered something. I cannot play it here on stream because copyright music. I can't. So even if I wanted to, not that I do willingly, I can't play them. Otherwise, I will get in trouble. So. Oh, cool. Okay, there we go. More time splitters. See, that's what we need. More time splitters, people. I would be more than happy to play some time splitters with you. I grew up with time splitters 3. I knew of time splitters 1 and 2. But I started with time splitters 3. So I first played time splitters 3, and then there was someone that not really recommended, but was like, hey, want to play some time splitters 2? It was like a very old friend. And I felt like it really lacked in comparison to Time Splitters 3. So it was really interesting to be playing Time Splitters 2. But with 3 though, there are so many things that I enjoy. It is a very fun game. And I know that someone in here would absolutely love cat racing, so I'm curious if they're gonna add that again. Like, will cat racing be a thing? And let's see, time splitters, rewind. Let me see if there are any trailers with, like, potentially some things here. Let's see. So I see the map here, or some kind of a map. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, the maps look cool. Let's see, was there a game mode thingy? So, no, I at least see a lot of things here that will make things interesting. You know what? How about this? How about I just play this thing instead? Let's see. If things are here. Just try to find some stuff here. Okay. What I do like though is that they will bring back like the death animations that you would see in the game. So I'm very happy with that. But I'm also trying to see, is there like a video that really showcases the gameplay a bit? That's what I'm looking for right now.
Hello and welcome everyone to our newest Time Splitters Rewind update video. My name is Jake, the Voice Par, and I am the lead writer for Time Splitters Rewind. Well, first of all, happy holidays! The team has been very busy this year with a very successful first QA release build and plenty of changes to follow. In fact, we have so much to show that most of this video is going to be simply a showcase, more in lines with our traditional showcases. Of course, keep in mind that all of this is a work in progress. We have some big surprises in store, so we hope you enjoy.
Wait. Hang on. There's gonna be ragdoll effects in this thing? I didn't pay attention to this part when it released. So this is again 2021, mind you. So not only is it gonna be like way better now because it's 4 years ago, but there's ragdoll effects. That's gonna be funny. What are these killing for like animations? What are these killing for two like ragdoll things where you just get like sent into space? That gotta be so funny. I didn't know, so the game's already gotta be better. Oh my god, this is gotta be so fun. I was about to say, like, this looks very similar to the Mansion of Madness in Time Splitters 3. That I'm thinking, did they make that into a playable map? That would be cool. Okay, for those that don't know, on the bottom here, this name here is very important for you Time Splitters fans out there. Not that there's many currently here. You will be if you play the games. Again, you try and get the games on PlayStation and Xbox. Get the games, play them, play Time Splitters 3, have fun with that. But Tom Clark Hill returned as the announcer. I don't know if he's going to be voicing Cortez as well. If he's going to be in the game, I think he should be. But Tom Clark Hill is basically the voice actor for Cortez as the main character in 2 and 3. So it's really cool that he returned to do the roles again that he was known for in the Time Splitter series. So not only for characters, but also as the announcer.
Messy. Blast off. Body bag.
gotcha! Ooh. Killing frenzy! That's gonna hurt! Beheaded! Headshot! Execution! Time out!
Oh, okay. Okay, I see some new game modes here. So, I guess a leech is gonna be like how would this game work? How would a leech work? What is the difference then between vampire then? Is this leech that you can't really kill someone, but you just drain? I mean, that's the same thing. How does leech work? So you hit someone, you gain health, but they still take damage. Oh, wait, okay, maybe leech is like a gradual over time health that you lose, whereas with a vampire, like with vampire, you stay in full health, and then when the timer runs out for you, which is like 15 or 20 seconds, 30 seconds, something like that, if that timer runs out, you instantly die. But with leech, I think it's going to be gradually over time that you lose health. So every time you hit someone, you can. Okay, I think leech is going to be something like that. Escort is going to be interesting. Escort is going to be where you have to protect like a VIP kind of thing and get them to a certain point. So that's also going to be fun. Last Stand is also going to be interesting. I wonder if they would do gun game. That will also be interesting, like gun game with random weapons. So if you get like a kill or an X amount of kills, you switch over to an X weapon. That would also be interesting if they did. Though yeah, see, Chunker, your favorite game mode is definitely in the game, as you can see here, Monkey Assistant. See, Chunker, isn't that something for you? And this here, this is gonna be Chris's thing. Virus. He will be chasing all of our booties down with the virus.
We hope you enjoyed our content showcase and we're excited to see and hear some familiar faces. In addition to our showcase, we also wanted to discuss how our first QA build went. Well, we onboarded about 20 QA testers and it went very well. We had over 200 issues reported alongside 130 issues we already were tracking on our own. That being said, as of the release of this video, we have completed all of these tasks and are beginning preparations for a second QA release. We will be onboarding more members for the Discord in the near future, so keep an eye out for any potential updates there. Lastly, before we go, we still need more team members. The roles we need are as follows: technical game designers, weapon animators, character animators, VFX artists, environment artists, prop artists, and most needed is character artists. If you have an interest in one of these roles and a portfolio to show for it, please post your work in the portfolio channel in the Timesplitters Rewind Discord linked below. Well, thank you so much for tuning into our final 2021 update, and we look
in 2021. But yeah, dude, I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun, as you have seen, right? But indeed, they don't make games like that anymore. And that's why I really hope that they will, it will spark some interest in not only just the Timesplitters game, but just into the Timesplitters universe. And just have a good time together. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Anyway, she's so attached to me right now. My second cat, Rivka, a little goober. See, I remember the day that technically you got me banned because you kept hiding from me in a place that I didn't know even existed. And now she keeps following me around all over the place. Why couldn't you do that from the beginning? It wasn't behind a fridge, so apparently that was like she was hiding in a spot where there is like a ventilation tube thing for my what do you call that? It's like the thing above the stove, so that like all the steam goes up in there, so it like gets out of the house, basically, right? What do you call that? Like a fan kind of thing. And apparently, like there was a hole in there, like not in the tube itself, but like in the shape of like the encasing of it, that she could fit in there, and she was right in there. Also, sorry for being so silent just like a few minutes ago. Because Kuvira is actually like there's a lot of nuts that I discovered, so I was trying to like pull those open. Wait, treating scabbing? What do you mean? Cause some rounds. Oh, I have no idea really. I don't know about that. What is that actually? Oh, right. So yeah, some like these kind of wound thingies. I have no idea. Like, is she allergic to something? Is your cat allergic to certain things? Like, I had a little bit of a scare with Kuvero a while ago, like a couple of months ago, like the beginning of summer, where she had like a very swollen, like, under lip or bottom lip, basically, and apparently it's just something that happens, like, with a seasonal thing, where it can, like, happen, but it goes away from itself, so I was, like, worried, like, that it's going to be crazier, but it went away on itself. Yeah. Like the scab thing, like how old is your cat? I think that's also a little bit more common with older cats, maybe? Yeah, 4 years, yeah, that's not gonna be the issue then. So, the most common things for scabs, from as far as I can see, is flea allergies, but if there are no fleas, doesn't apply. Environmental allergies, like, is it something that has happened or that she always had, like the cat, or is it just like something recent? Other things would here be parasitic infections, stress-related, over-grooming, and bacterial or fungal infections. And it was around her neck, right? So she can't really, lick her neck unless she's super flexible like an owl or something like that, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. So if it's around her neck, if it is only around her neck, yeah, it could be the collar then. Yeah, I would indeed then remove the collar and see, like, after like a month if these scabs like go away or just like reduce at least in size or amount. Like neither of my cats have a collar, so don't really see a need for it. So, but yeah, I would remove the collar and see if those go away after a while. Yeah, so bat wipes. I mean, you also have to be wary of whether or not she's going to be allergic to those as well. But if she hasn't been, then of course it's gotta be fine. Also, when there are scabs, try not to over moisturize them either, because otherwise it could be a little bit painful for the cat. But I will have to end streaming, and I'm sorry for being so silent. It's just that, you know, Kavira is a very fluffy cat. She has very long hair, and I noticed that there are a lot of knots in her hair. It's like in where her belly is, like it's all under there, and she doesn't really groom properly, I noticed. So I'll have to, so I was like trying to pull those open. It's a bit difficult. Like, at least she allows me to do it, but they're very, very strong knots, so I'll have to find a way. The problem is that I can't, like, I sometimes cannot tell the difference whether it's like a clump of hair or if it's like really connected to her skin, because I don't want to be, you know, like using scissors or something. I would like to use scissors, but it's difficult to notice whether it is just a whole clump of or a knot of hair, or that it's also with skin in there, because I don't want to cut her. I want to cut the hair. So it's a bit difficult to see. Well, yeah, that's the struggles of a very long, floofy cat. Whereas Rivka, she doesn't have that issue. It's a very, it's a short-haired cat, so it's very easy for her. There are no knots whatsoever. But Kavira oftentimes has quite a bunch. But also, Hey to Hyper, what's up? Hey to X-Pen. I'm actually going to end the stream here, though. I do appreciate you guys tuning in, but I will have to get ready for work, eat, etc. Do all the things that I need to do. And then, leave off to work. Final day, and then tomorrow's going to be a long day of streaming because it's already going to be my extended weekend. And then on Saturday is going to be fun because then we will do something fun, right? Be there, please. 7 p.m. CET GMT +2. But again, I really appreciate you guys tuning in and I hope to see you again tomorrow. So for the time being, if you guys would like to DM me, you always can. And if there's anything that I can do to help you out with, let me know. So for now, I would say do take care. Have a good night's rest. Stick around for the raid. And remember that I love you all for being you.